Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hunters of Io. How's everybody doing? Doing good?
Doing good. Are we
We've been
recording?
talking before this recording. He already knows.
Are we recording now?
Yeah, we are recording now.
Hi, future Brett.
Yay. Hello. Wait, what? Fuck. All right. Hey, guys. So, welcome to Hunters of Io. I'm so excited to be DMing this for you all. Let me just kind of like dive in and do a brief introduction of the world that you're in and what you all are doing here in this strange and wonderful sort of like treehouse place. So as a little background for you all have a variety of sort of like history and individuality. But one of the primary reasons why you're here is that you are hunters in training, seeking to get your hunting license from the Gormand Lord of Atropa. The continent that you currently are in is sort of like a heavily forested continent. It's not really well known amongst the world of Io itself, but essentially it's a place where adventurers or seasoned adventurers or newly started adventurers kind of gather together to hunt fabled monsters and creatures that they can't really see anywhere else in this planet of Io. But to do that effectively and to also be able to use the facilities that the Gormand Lord of Atropa will grant to you, you all need to get your hunter's license first. And that is why you're here. You've already done sort of like the beginning preliminary of like scouting the lands, trying to figure out, you know, either gathering resources or learning more about your craft and your history. And now is the day where you're all just gathering together to be organized into your first sort of like hunting party group to hunt a monster that you have heard has been created by your instructor Tarun, a sort of like what's the word? A quirky gnome instructor that kind of wants to like quote unquote create monsters more than hunt them. And that's as much information as you've been given about him. So I'm just gonna kind of like go down the list and ask a little bit about you, and you can tell me a little bit about your characters and what you want to share. Bahroo, you and I'm assuming Scott's character are together, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We still hate each other though.
No, that's yeah, understandable. I get that. Scott, why don't you introduce like your character first and kind of tell me what you were thinking you were going to be playing today in Hunters.
You got it. Man's name's Dirk Manley. He doesn't want to tell you shit about himself because he's a closed book. Do cigarettes exist in this world? I ask the DM.
Do cigarettes smoke leaf? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then he's got a smoke leaf in his mouth. And also, he announces all of the shit he's doing like he narrates his own life. And that's not actually narration. He just says it out loud.
I would say at that point, Bahroo, your character is with Dirk currently, as he is once again explaining everything that he's been doing. What's your character doing? And tell me a little bit about your character.
Yes, my name is Ruby V, and I'm with this asshole. I don't like him, but I tried to steal something from him, and he I don't know why he's so attached to the comb. He's bald, but whatever. By law, I owe him. It was either that or go to jail. I owe him.
So you two would walk in, getting ready for your final test hunt. You are to check in over with the sort of like hunt keeper, the one that documents everyone who's going to be hunting. A young woman by the name of Frimmy. She always has this weird smirk and is oddly happy about a variety of things. You've heard her occasionally
They're
talk
all
about
oddly happy.
You hear her talk a little bit about like the creatures of Atropa, and she'll use like dangerous descriptions like, oh yes, this one's extremely deadly, ripped off a person's head with their own teeth. It was horribly tragic, with a smile still crept on her face.
I like this one.
Um,
This is-
yeah, go on. Sorry.
Is that the woman in front of us?
Yeah, that's the woman in front of you, in front of the desk over there. She's just kind of like writing the book, documenting all the hunts, all the monsters that have been visible over there. Vivi, as you're walking by, you will notice a young woman that seems to be sitting, and this is kind of like a little downstairs, like lobby area. Momo, why don't you introduce your character and kind of tell me what your appearance is to Vivi, who may be looking down at you right now.
Well, you see a halfling is reading a book, and she has light brown hair, blue eyes, and she seems kind of like almost sunken in on herself, trying not to really make anyone notice her.
Gotcha.
Vivi's gonna just kind of like take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see what she's reading from here?
Yeah, so if you look down, you would probably be able to see, like, if you're like right over there, you'd probably look down to see just like words in the book, unless there's pictures. Can you describe a little bit about the book that you're reading?
It seems to be on different anatomy of creatures.
So that is what you're looking at. Yeah, you just kind of see like sketches of different parts and anatomy of a variety of creatures that potentially can be found on the continent of Atropa.
Ugh, nerds.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Momo
Her ears will visibly drop a little.
it literally, because of the depth of the room, you just hear that, and it just echoes into the room as if
nerd.
as if Vivi was like standing like right next to you saying that. So you'll walk up. Dirk, while Vivi was walking around, what were you doing?
Dirk was staring down this lady looking for his place to go.
She looks up as you audibly say that and goes, "Oh, Dirk, you're hard to forget." And as she just has the smile on her face, "You're here for your hunting's test, yes?"
Of course I am.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Oh, at that point, she like looks over the table to see what I think we're calling talicos in this world as Vivi.
Tabaxi.
Yeah,
we're just going
tabaxi.
on a very small tabaxi, but we'll go with talicos. I'll jump on the desk.
I like talicos as like a tabaxi palico combination. It's like, oh, I didn't see you. Hello.
I jump on the desk.
Yeah, well, I'm here now.
Get off the desk, please. You're getting paw prints all over it, and I'm tired of cleaning up after you.
Upon jumping off, I am going to jump off in such a manner, and I'm going to try and just simply take whatever is near me.
Okay.
God, that's such a cat thing to do.
You would go ahead and swipe what appears to be a small quill that it is kind of like attached to a vial of ink. So as you like grab it and swipe it, and you like go to pocket it, you have like ink splotches all over your paws now.
Damn it, cat. You almost got some of that ink on my boots. What are you doing?
I'm paying off my debt. I need to make money.
What, by ruining my boots? You're gonna owe me some more boots now soon.
I'm sorry, Meowster.
I hate you.
I know you do.
The hut keeper kind of like looks forward at you with a wry smile and says, "Hunters can make plenty of gold if they survive the trials, that is."
Yeah, about those. Where's the guy? Daylight's burning.
Ah, yes. Instructor Terrune is waiting for you over in the pub in the back. Be sure not to fall off the bridge when you're walking your way over there. Don't want to
Yeah, that
be
would be
too
a shame
clumsy.
if you fell off.
God, I wish I had the map tools arrow to glare at you because I'd be doing that this entire time.
You could do an arrow like this if you want, but that's about.
How do you do that?
So if you go down to, it should be your 4th button, and you just go boop.
4th button is a dice roller for me.
Oh, sorry. Up in the upper left corner, you have your mouse. You have like a paintbrush. You have a zoom tool, and then you have like a circle with a ladder, or not ladder. I'm sorry, circle with a ruler.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And you said, wait, the 4th is the dice? Yeah.
Oh.
So there you go.
You can see this? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
You're just like looking right. So you just end up like looking down. Yeah.
Was she gesturing to the bridge behind her?
Yes, she was motioning. Also, if you ever want to ping in Roll20, oh, there it is. Yep, you just kind of like hold the mouse button there. But yeah, she'll motion like back here and be like, you may go ahead through there. A couple of your compatriots will be waiting for you as well. New hunters that will hunt alongside you. I hope you're ready to make some friends.
Friends.
Oh, good, more friends.
Come on, cat.
I'm waiting
God,
on
just-
you.
Take the paths made by the people. Jeez, stop jumping over shit.
Oh, I think I might be moving too fast. And it's just like I went around the desk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been just using keyboards though.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
you
I just realized I'm not seeing like any of this. I just see us sitting still.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they're in
That's
a
because
different room.
they're in a different room.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you're not seeing that. They're in like the entrance room, and so that's kind of where we started.
Right.
You're gonna see them actually walking up into the pub now, since your characters have been waiting a little bit. Huntkeeper, the Huntkeeper will kind of look up, and you will hear echo at this point. And Momo, how do you pronounce your name again? It's
Hayo.
Hayo. Thank you. I'm gonna try and remember that.
It's like Ohio, but just without the O.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Okay. Ohio, but without the O. Okay. So you will hear a voice echo, and it's the two particularly happy Huntkeeper, and the voice will just echo, and again it just reverberates in there, and you still hear the light reverberations of nerd. And then it'll immediately be drowned out by Hayo.
She's just spinning in her arms of pressure as she realizes that some cat called her a fucking nerd.
Hayo? Is Hayo here?
You just hear the slam of a book, just like she stumbles out of whatever this is.
Yeah, so you like get off the stool over there. There's stairs that ascend back up to the level. And you will see for some reason the Huntkeeper's smile become even more tappy / smiley. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm sorry to interrupt your good reading. You, the instructor is ready for you now, Instructor Taryn. Are you ready for your test? And she'll smile again.
She kind of like visibly grips her book tighter as she's, studying. She's like, yes, I'm very ready.
She'll close the book and lean forward to you. After seeing an interaction, I suppose I should warn you before you head back there to the pub. The, Talico that you heard from, you're going to be hunting with him. I hope that doesn't make it too weird. Her smile, continues at that point.
Oh, I've dealt with my share of uninformed people. It'll be fine.
Good. That's the spirit of a true hunter. Well, off you go then. And don't maim or dismember yourself as part of the trial.
She kind of eyes widen as she walks away.
Ta-ta! And she will motion back to this bridge that's behind there at the bar. I kind of liked Naomi. I kind of like the scene we were beginning last week where you're just sitting there and you've just been staring at the instructor the entire time.
She has. She's got like her little like instrument in her hands, and she's just like very lightly just like making little sounds on it while pretending to be preoccupied with it. And she's like, but she's staring over the instrument, right? So her eyes are super super wide, like dinner plates, like innocent. They're silver. She's got a messy amber bun. So her hair in the token is inaccurate, but I'll get custom art one day.
Yeah.
It's got like vines interwoven into it. She's tall and lanky in a very awkward way, but she's been adventuring for 17 years.
Wow.
So she's like wiry. She's really strong. Yeah, her name is Nexaveri Askinyan Lesendex, and her homelands are very far away. It was a forest village with a bunch of wood elves, and she just got bored of the extremely pleasant and comfortable life.
The monotony. The welcome to our village vibe, and you're just like boring.
Exactly. And she was always a bit of a recluse and would like climb trees to get away from people and like try to talk to the animals, but she never ended up like succeeding at talking to the animals, but she always held on hope that they understood her and had conversations with her. So she would practice her bird calls and in secret, and has to this day never actually attempted to use any of them, even though she's really good at them.
So you've just been sitting there, I think for the past maybe like 30 minutes now, I would say. Just like, are you mustering courage to talk to the instructor because of his gnome-like heritage?
Well, she knows that she's very weird. She's hyper aware of it. So she wants to wait until somebody else is talking to him.
Gotcha.
She goes up.
Okay, so you're not like audibly like playing an instrument or things like that, or doing a nervous tick that like maybe the bar could hear or anything like that. You're just kind of like
she definitely is like sometimes very like if the gnome ever looks like he's looking in her direction, her playing gets really quiet, like she almost freezes and looks down with her eyes still wide open, like she just looks at the table like
So I feel like that's what's been happening here. As the instructor's been sitting, he's been drinking like a wooden thing of mead, and he'll just be hearing just this stringy noise, and they'll turn over to hear where that's coming from, and then it just becomes like really quiet.
You know, when he raises his tankard to his lips and like drinks, he hears it like rises in intensity. It's like.
So yeah, it's been like that for a little bit, and then he'll go over there, and I think he'll see. He'll go ahead and see Vivi and Dirk like walk in, and he'll just mutter under his breath, "By the gods!" Yes, you two over there. Going to Dirk and Vivi.
Sorry. You the
Come.
guy?
Yes, come. Get your seat. Are you hungry? Thirsty?
I don't eat.
That's
does.
that's what he says. He's like, that's physically impossible. You have to have eaten something.
I absorb the pain of my enemies.
Okay, that is also probably a lie.
No, that one's very true. He does.
Oh,
You
well.
have milk?
Yes, sure. I mean, Talico staple over there. Just talk to the barkeep. Put it on my tab, whatever you need.
I jump on the
Whoa.
cart.
How
So-
are you paying for that?
So as you jump up there, he literally looks at you and he just screams, "Get down, Talico!" Now, what can I get for you?
You got milk?
Yeah, just ask next time. And he'll just reach over and get a saucer.
I end up pointing to. I have to remember your name, Scott.
My name is Scott.
I mean, like, no,
To Dirk.
Dirk. I just point to Dirk.
It's on his tab.
Do I hear this?
It depends. Is he being are you being quiet about it, or do you say it out loud?
I'm watching him. Can I?
Oh no, I'm talking about. Oh yeah. I'm talking about Vivi.
What would saying it quite quietly be under?
I think for you would be just a flat DC, and then you would just need a perception check, Dirk.
I'm rolling that.
Okay. Oh yeah, you hear it as it just you've gotten to the point because of this little Talico that it's like nails on a chalkboard. His voice is coming to your brain so much that even the slightest whisper you can just clearly hear in your mind. So you just hear, as you've heard so many times in the past, it's on his tab.
The hell it is. You don't serve this damn animal anything. You understand me?
I'll serve whoever's paying.
He's not paying anything. He's got nothing. Ain't you, boy?
It's on me. Don't worry about it. And he'll...
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Yes.
See, it's on him.
Yeah. It's what I said in the beginning.
You can do that? You can pay for other people's things?
Yes. What?
I don't understand.
Yeah, you've been
Doesn't
paying
make
for
any
me a
sense.
lot, actually.
Can you get me a lemonade?
Yeah, I can do that. And he'll reach over underneath the bar again, pull out a glass, and he will literally, he'll reach down. He grabs like a lemon that is usually varnished for drinks. He'll grab 2 of them. He will slice them open with like a small like paring knife, one in each hand. Like he'll like drop a lemon, slice one, drop the other lemon, grab the paring knife with the other hand, grab a different lemon, and with both 2 lemons, he just squeezes the shit out of it into a glass, and then he'll go down, scoop a little sugar, dump it in the glass, take a pitcher of water, fill it up, push it over to you, and he'll just say, "I tried."
It's all right. I don't actually drink anything, so this works out.
And Dirk will walk over here. Wait, no, shit, he does this in character.
And Dirk will walk over here.
Yes,
And he will sit, and he will put the cup on the table.
He'll
And
just
stare at it.
You'll just see Tarun just like rub his temples, and he'll mutter something under his breath. So,
Who's the gnome facing right now?
who's the gnome? Oh, literally the table. Like literally just looking at the table.
Does he have anything visible in his back pocket?
You could go ahead and make a investigation check if you'd like, or
Can
you
I
could just do a.
perception to watch this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or perception, you said?
No, you do an investigation check just to figure out like what's in his pockets. Or you could just do a sleight of hand, just grab whatever the heck you want in there.
I would like my character literally doesn't care
Right.
about the value of anything. He simply just takes.
Their things, yeah. Then just sleight of hand.
It could literally just be like
you
I
would
don't
just
know,
block. You would
a
literally
broken
just
pencil, and he'll be like, "Yep, this is mine now."
yeah. So literally, you would just go in and just like without even looking. Oh yeah, absolutely. So you go in there. Jesus, are you fucking kidding me? Okay. So you get a pad. What appears to be a pad of paper with stuff written in it in common.
Perfect. I will take this.
Mm-hmm.
And I will take this pad and stand next to Hayo and simply just pretend to read a book walking forward as well.
Hayo, you will see the Talico that you witnessed briefly walk above you, just nonchalantly walking by you, reading a pad of paper.
Excuse me. I think that's upside down.
Oh, right.
Mm.
I still don't know what it says. What does it say?
I show Hayo the notepad.
She reads it.
Okay, yeah. So Hayo, you would grab it and read it, and it literally is instructions on what the test is going to be.
It's a cheat sheet for the test.
Well, these are an outline, kind of, that tells you what you're going to need to do on the test.
Oh, cool.
I take it back.
Congratulations, you have the cheat sheet of the hunter's test on your position.
I sit down in the chair with a nice smug look and say nothing.
So Russ,
Hello.
you would witness with your perception, you would witness the Talico kind of like hop off the stool, kind of like look around a little bit. And it looks like all you see is what looks to be as if the Talico just patted the gnome's butt a little bit, like a good hustle pat, and then just walk away, but the gnome didn't like acknowledge it at all.
Right. Oh, what a posy little fellow that is.
He will look up after rubbing his temples again and then look over to you. And he'll be like, Eric Southpaw, right?
Hello, that's me. He'll step forward.
Pull up a chair. We're about to get ready.
He'll grab his drink from the bar and sit down.
What
At
would
any
he...
point.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on, please.
I was just gonna ask if at any point the gnome looks directly at Nexie while she's playing in those like 30 minutes.
Always, yeah, because it's been the same cycle of drink, strum, looks over, and then you're like, strum, and then he'll go back. It's the point where he's noticed a pattern. And then he starts barking at, I'm kidding. Anyways, go on.
Does he look over at her at any point after he started these interactions with people when people are sitting down at his table?
Oh, yes, constantly.
All right. The next time it happens, she doesn't look down at the table, but she meets his gaze and just stares directly at him, unblinking.
He will look at you. Can you roll an intimidation check, please?
Intimidation. She's definitely not trying.
I know she's not trying to intimidate, but that's the vibe that's being aired right now. He will look at you. You will lock eyes with him, unintentional or otherwise. And whatever your intention is, he definitely will break eye contact with you first.
She'll
And
stand up and silently walk over and sit directly across from him.
He looks back up at you, just like
she basically materializes in front of him.
Just looks at the sheet and looks at you, and an audible sigh, can't even hide. You'll just hear this. He just realizes at that point. He's like, all right, well, we're just missing one person then. JoCat, what has your character been doing this entire time?
This entire time, this is just some random hunter or tavern goer, right?
No, it's literally just a random hunter leaning over and just drinking a glass of water.
Okay, well, I don't know how engaged they are, but this whole time, my character Pickles, who is another Talico with a large sock puppet helmet on him that is completely covering his face, has been telling a long and elaborate story about his travels with his previous hunting partner using little crudely wood carved figurines of creatures and peoples.
And that's when he threw me into the air, and then I flew. He called it the pickle path, and he threw me all the way over to this monster.
And he picks up another wood carved figurine, and
and that's when I destroyed the monster with a mighty blow of a single swing with my sword.
She was looking at you, and just as you're doing this, she's like every time you do an action, she's just like, Wait, you're a hunter?
I just puff out my chest and both hands on my hips. That I am!
Oh, I didn't realize they gave licenses to Talicos. Huh. Learn something new every day, I guess. Tips.
Oh, well, I might be a small Talico right now, but just wait. You might see my name carved into those big signs, in front of the buildings. They're gonna name statues after me. Oh, you just wait.
There's going to be buildings and statues named Pickles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Question: Are pickles a thing in this world?
Oh, absolutely 100%. Like
All right,
100%. Anyone that's watching this video will know there's a character in another D&D campaign that has literally started a religion around pickles. So
Oh, good.
Yeah, so absolutely. And that's why she's just like, oh, and just continues like just drinking the water at that point in time.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the whole reason why I'm here, right? Because my partner, he's been doing some things that I can't really keep up with. So I thought maybe coming to train would be good.
Your partner. You have a partner?
Well, I did. He went to hunt bigger game than I'm used to.
Oh, I'm sorry. He hunted the big game in the sky, huh? And she'll just like lean over as if she's like trying to read between the lines.
A little bit.
Oh.
I put on a little bit extra weight.
And she'll like lean back when you say that, and just not sure completely what that is. And she'll just kind of like sit back down and just keep drinking her water. At that point, the gnome instructor just kind of like looking around, trying to get everyone there. He'll turn over and notice you just kind of like doing like these grandiose explanations. And he'll just say, Pickles!
Oh, that's me. I gotta go. I'm sorry I wasn't able to finish that story.
And I just try to gather like all my figurines just like in the armful and just kind of struggling to bring them along just like in an arm basket. And then I pause. Oh, wait. And I just take one, just like a really crappy one of like myself, and I put it on the table for the lady.
Thank you for listening to my story. Here, you can have an honorary Pickles figure. Just so whenever I'm big in the realm and you hear my name all around, you can brag about how you were there when I first started my journey.
Yeah, okay.
And then I just kind of waddle on over to the table and hop onto the seat and try to stuff all the figures back into my pack as best I can.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. 2 Talicos. Good. Okay, this is gonna be... Wait, we're missing someone else. Has anyone seen Hayo? Let's see here. What's the description? At that point, Hayo, you will actually hear your name. Is he like sultry over? I just like, hello?
Yeah.
Yes? Yeah, yes, how can I help you, miss?
I am Hayo.
Yes, well, I just didn't realize someone's so studious. Yeah, right over here. And he'll motion over to the chair.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, don't be shy. Yep, just right over there. All right. Good. Okay, good. Everyone here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, everyone's here.
Hold on.
Mixie's
Hold
gonna
on.
look at the girl that just sit down and be like, "Wait, you said you're high?"
No. My name is Hayo.
Oh, okay. She looks back down at her instrument.
Before we begin, I need to dispose of this lemonade as I do not need it.
You could just leave it on the table. They'll take... Okay.
Ooh, I like lemonade. Okay, never mind. He's gone now.
Wait, are you just like going behind the corner and like inhaling the lemonade?
Yes.
Amazing.
He doesn't want anyone to see.
Yes.
He doesn't want anyone to see that he actually is human. He's weird.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, no. Okay, well, wouldn't be the first peculiar hunter I trained and gave a license to. Definitely, probably not going to be the last. All right, listen up. So apparently you've showed some minimal promise enough to earn your hunting's license, and if it were up to me, I would probably absolutely limit the amount of licenses that I would give. In fact, I would probably only give one of you a license and tell the rest of you to bugger off, but...
Is it me? Am I the one with the license?
No.
Dirk will just extend his hand.
No. He just as you're all doing that, he's like, stop it. No, that's not what listen. The Gormand King really wants more hunters out there so that we can gather more meat for his extravagant taste buds, that I think it's absolutely ridiculous, the absolute mockery, and he slams on the table, that he's doing of this fine profession. But he's paying for the place, so, as long as you don't die at this test, I think you've got a good chance to get this license, but you've got to survive first. So... What weapons do you all have currently?
I've got a bow and arrow.
Let's see it.
Is there a way to actually show it, or do you want me to just...
Oh yeah, no, you just explain it. You go ahead and explain what you do.
Oh.
You can be like, I put the bow on the table. It's just roleplay.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that we're...
Yeah.
I put the bow on the table. I go, yes. I like this weapon. I stand on the table with it. And I'm very accurate with it.
So as you put the bow on the table and you say, I like this weapon, the gnome jumps up on the table, grabs the bow, and just snaps it over his knee. And he says, this is garbage. This is a garbage weapon. And he throws it on the table.
That was my bow!
Oh, somebody handcrafted that.
You probably stole it. Who cares?
That was one of my first stolen bows.
Does that imply he's got more?
They do.
Maybe. Your weapons that you've come in here are absolute, I hate to admit, trash and garbage, and are not going to help you out there in the field.
Okay, hold on, little buddy. This little thing's called strawberry, and this one's called daiquiri.
And he takes out two short swords and tries to stab it into the table, and it just bends in half.
That is a prop. That was just for comedic effect. I am funny. Continue.
He just looks over and he says, he shakes his head at just you explained everything. And he just states, the creatures that you're going to fight here in Atropa are fearsome foes that are unlike any that you would see otherwise the planet of Io. Mundane weapons made by simple blacksmiths just ain't gonna cut it here. In fact, you're putting yourself at such a disadvantage by using it, you might as well give up if you think that's what you're going to be using. So, the first thing we're gonna do is get you equipped as proper hunters would be.
So, as he's giving this explanation, I also want to say that just underneath the table, I have the paper. I'm reading it under the table, just kind of scanning it, seeing where we are in the...
So you're at the part...
In the interaction.
So you're at the part where he's reading it. Sorry.
You know when you go to those
you're reading,
you've gone to some play or something.
Sybil.
You're like, where am I in this?
Yeah, so you're you're reading the bullet points. You read the part where he says, "What weapons do you have?" You read a point in quotation marks where, if possible, break someone's weapon to prove your point. And now you're at the bullet point that says, "Introduce the fellow new hunters to hunter weapons." And then the bullet point after that is, it literally says, escort by stating, I'm going to show you our majestic blacksmith. And
you're basically reading Brett's DM notes right now.
Yeah, and so as you read that, you literally hear him say, allow me to show you our majestic blacksmith. And then he begins to walk over.
Oh, I'm very excited about this.
I'm the first one to hop off and start to follow along, just promptly.
Dirk.
What, cat?
Dirk.
What?
I hand Dirk the paper.
Read the next line out loud. When we get to the next room, it'll be funny.
All right, cat. I don't know what this is, but I'll play your game. I like to live dangerously.
It's whatever. It's whatever you were going to say next, Brett.
Yeah. You just literally, he'll just look up and say.
So before you say it, Dirk's gonna say it.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm actually gonna type it. So this is God, this is so dumb. In the Hunters of Io, this is the line. So if you want to say it together, he's gonna say, "A hunter's weapon is like an appendage of."
Appendage of themselves.
And he just looks over, like he doesn't even finish, and he looks over to you, and he leers, and at that point he just starts patting around his back, and then realizes that he's missing his notes.
Oh, are these yours?
Yes. And he looks over to you, like he walks over to you, and he's like, "I don't appreciate thieves." And he's staring right at you as if you were the one that took the notes.
Nor do I.
And then he, in like a line of staring, turns around and stares at Vivi.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I didn't do anything.
You should have just turned around and looked at
I turn around and look at Eric.
Eric.
Eric kind of looks surprised and looks behind him.
It's a tree.
You just see the tree growing. You just see the tree growing out from the top of the canopy as you're just like, "Give me those notes."
How do you flip horizontal, by the way?
You could you just select your token and exclamation mark flip. Yep.
Oh, sweet.
And then if you press up the up key on the keyboard, it'll type out the last thing you did, so you could literally just be like, boop, 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 boop.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dirk will hand the notes.
He takes the notes, he grumbles, and as he grumbles, he just throws them down the canopy as you just see them scattered. Now nobody knows what's gonna happen. I'll give you the cliff note versions of it. All right. We got a variety of weapons for you. Go ahead and pick one. So, what I'd like you all to do now, let me go ahead and get to it. You just see this instructor is just absolutely worked up right now with just everything that's happening. If you go to your character sheet, I'm gonna go into Dirk Manley for this, and you go over to equipment. There's a button that says manage equipment. Select that, and then type hunter.
In the filter?
In the filter, yep. You may choose one of these weapons to be your weapon to hunt with. They all have specific class abilities linked to them, as well as they will raise an attribute up to a point, so you are at minimum effectiveness with this.
It says Hunter's Twin Daggers is a short bow. That can't be right.
I will fix that. It's meant to be a short sword.
Click on equipment, manage equipment, and type in hunter.
Yep, just type in hunter. So yeah, before you grab that, let me change the short bow over to a short sword. I apologize about that. Did everyone grab their weapon?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I think so.
All right. So at that point, it'll be like, good choices, wise choices. You're going to need them because today, and he kind of like waddles up to you all, and he looks at Hayo, like he just stares Hayo down as if he's trying to be intimidating, but doing it absolutely horribly. You're going to be fighting.
He kind of blinks.
You're going to be fighting a monster. And he kind of gives like a scary face that's not really that scary because he's a fucking gnome. And then he will.
I live with a monster. He's right here.
Well, you're not. You're not going to be hunting people. That's kind of outlawed.
Pickles excitedly gets up, pushes through everybody.
Oh, is it gonna be a flying one? Oh, or is it gonna bury under the ground? Are we gonna go into a deep, dark cave? Oh, or are we gonna go underwater where we're gonna have to hold our breaths really long or use some kind of magical ailment?
I hate every cat.
He'll look around.
Oh, you're just saying that to be mean.
We hate you too.
He'll look around and he'll just be like, none of those. It's going to be a very controlled trading environment that you could possibly be killed in. And it's going to be a monster. Well, let's just say you're going to be very impressed. All right, come this way to the airship. And he'll begin walking south.
Oh, I'm excited.
Come on, cat.
Next, he just tries to walk like as close behind him as possible. Just like right on his heel. She's like staring down at him as she walks. Like,
Excuse me, miss. Why are you walking as if you're trying to get as close to that person as possible?
He will literally go, like sigh as loud as he can.
well, you see, he's so short, and so I thought that it's the best way to hear him better.
Oh,
Yes.
that's very smart.
He
That's
stops
pretty smart, actually.
and turns around and he says, "You can hear me just fine, like I can hear you, just fine." And he just like leers forward.
Yes, you can hear me just fine because sound travels, but I'm like 3 times your height.
He rubs
Vivi
his
will slowly follow behind Eric. Does Eric notice me following? Like, just
Make a stealth check.
We walked like 4 steps.
I would say he does not.
He does not.
then naturally.
Are you gonna roll a sleight of ant, man?
All right. You will grab a random thing from Eric's pocket. In this case, you will pull out of his pocket. You pull out
Again,
a
Definitely
ration.
not going for value.
Yeah,
Yes.
you pull out a ration.
I add it to my pack.
Down to 9.
Up to 11.
Slowly starving. So you will board what appears to be a very tiny makeshift airship that will fly over the forest canopy. As you're flying over it, you just see the majestic lands of Entropa, the forest and mountains that completely just scroll, or that completely like just landscape itself around the area. These beautiful locations as the wind is rushing forward, and then you begin to make your descent and land upon this like fenced-in area. And as you go in, you have this sensation, this feeling like, oh boy, like what is this area that's been created? And it's at that moment that when you land, you have arrived at a location that feels like is definitely more artificial than natural.
Can I say that on the way here, Pickles was like bugging everyone with his excitement, like pointing out environments.
Absolutely.
Oh, if we go over there, that's where these sort of aerial monsters like to live. And
And then just darting back and forth across like the different.
I feel like I already know your character so well that I just assumed you would be doing that the entire time. That was
Yeah, there
his
you go.
fault.
Yeah, he's a big nerd, big
Next,
excited nerd.
next
You
you
get-
would follow him around the ship and be like, "Oh, really? Oh, that's so interesting." But like not looking at him at all. She just like follows him and absentmindedly like entertains him. Like, "Oh, yes, well, that's so cool."
He believes it's all entirely sincere and that he is the coolest. And it's like, oh man, I'm informing these people really well.
Yeah,
Good on me.
She's not like lying or like faking it or anything. She's just super distracted looking at the gnome.
Oh, that's really cool. That's stares immediately.
yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, that's so super cool.
Hold on one second. I just need to do a thing. So you all arrive at probably one of the most artificial locations you've ever seen. As you begin to like just see these areas, these wonderful, majestic areas, and then you land. The trees themselves appear to be made of like a very thin sheets of wood. The rocks themselves, literally just a weird combination of some sort of paper mache. And he will, as the airship's like floating over the area, he will be like, "Well, this is it. Welcome to the test. You gotta crawl before you can run. This is a forest of my design, So to be sure you don't get too lost. How does everyone respond to this?
How high is the airship off the ground at the moment?
I'd say it's about, oh boy, like 120 feet with like a giant rope.
Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, why
What were you
gonna
do?
I was gonna do an edgy superhero landing, but that way I would just die. So never mind.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
So we're still on the airship. We haven't actually landed yet.
You could still say you're on the airship if there's something that you wanted to do.
No, I just
Okay.
I pull out a piece of parchment that has been doodled on of like a drawing of me, extremely buff, fighting a dragon, and just look out to the landscape. Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind.
When he said,
Go on.
when he said you'll have to crawl before you can walk, Nexie like gets down on all fours and like looks up expectantly, like, all right, where do we go? Where do we go?
He's
That
like,
kind of face.
he's like,
Ooh, good idea. We might be hunting a stealthy monster.
And
Wait,
I
how-
get on all fours and start crawling as well.
he's like, no, I didn't mean it like that. You don't want to be crawling during this fight. You'll get yourself killed.
Oh, really? Okay. I guess I'll stand then. And she stands up and dusts herself off.
So at that point, he will let you guys descend down into the area. And he said, your objective today, you'll be fighting as a fearsome creature known as the Teru Sign. And then he like smiles a little bit, since he named the creature after himself, since his name is Instructor Terun, and he named it the Teru Sign. He goes, it's a fearsome creature that gets angry very easily, so you're going to want to be cautious and careful. But no worries. I will still be sure to help instruct and direct you while you face off against this horrible creature. Defeat it, and you will be full-fledged monsters. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You will be full-fledged hunters. Sorry, I called you all monsters. Yeah, no, it's really...
Dirk already calls me a monster every day.
True.
You'll be full-fledged hunters. Don't defeat it. Well, you'll be dead, and it doesn't really matter at that point. Well, off you go now. Good luck. And as you guys descend down the rope, unless you guys are doing anything else in the airship, I don't want to power you game you guys down.
As Dirk gets to the very bottom of the rope, like an inch from the ground, he will let go of the rope and just do an action roll as he lands.
Just stand there like, ha! He will, yeah, you'll just see kind of like the airship lift up above the ground. And, yeah, you hear a
sort of like speaker.
Oh, sorry. Jesus, that voice has freaked everyone out. I'm sorry, I have a voice
like,
mod.
that
I
was very
turned it on. It's just like, I'm a monster. I'm sorry, I'm turning these things on. And I forgot I had a thing on. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you'll just hear over a speaker.
All right, well, go get to hunting or whatever. Good luck.
As it like echoes
Well,
off.
go get it, Dirk.
As he goes off into the area. All right.
I go get it. You're the animal. Sniff the thing out.
I'm not a dog.
Are there dogs in IO?
Yeah, there's dogs.
Okay. I'm not a dog. I'm a cat.
Well, you're still an animal. You can smell better than me. I don't have the need for smell.
You're hate working with you.
I'm going to look around to see if there's anything disturbed.
Okay. You can go ahead and do a investigation check for that.
Oh, investigation? I'm not so good at those.
You actually can tell that there are some disturbed footprints that head off over to the southeast.
It's over to the southeast. All right, go get it. I did my job.
I appear to be unable to move.
Oh, that's weird. Wait, which hold on one second.
Dirk's legs, don't worry.
How tall are these trees?
I refreshed and now it's better.
Oh, okay, good. I was so confused. I was a little confused. The trees are literally like, I would say maybe 10 feet tall.
Oh.
Like they're little, you definitely are like, this is a manufactured area.
I can almost like touch the top of the tree. Next he's gonna like still walk up to a tree and like wrap her arms and legs around it and like shimmy up it as if it's a very tall tree, but it's very short. So she just like she gets
do that
like 8 feet up.
Yeah, as you do that, the tree just starts to buckle under your weight, and it's just you just bend down, and it just you just the snapping noise of like fake wood.
Does it completely break, or is it just like?
It breaks like immediately at that point.
I like to envision that it's like made of some kind of bendy wood, and she's just slowly sinking.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
When it breaks, she just sits there like in shock, eyes wider than normal, looks down and like, oh my goodness, I did not know. I'm so sorry, tree. I'm sorry.
Dirk has noticed some sort of metal dog thing approaching us. This might be the thing.
You see what appears to be some sort of automated bear that's kind of like roaming around. As you then begin to hear, as you get closer, you hear.
I don't like it. It's not natural.
I'm gonna kind of lean over to Hayo and just kind of tug at her robe, just like down below.
Hey, you've got that book, right? Does it say anything about mechanical robo bears?
I don't see anything about mechanical.
There it is, Dirk. Go get it. I push Dirk.
Surrounded by a bunch of little
I'm not
people
strong
and
enough.
cats.
He doesn't actually go anywhere.
You'll hear over the speaker. You'll just hear, like, you know, some creatures don't realize that you are a threat. This gives you the opportunity for a surprise attack. But be warned, once you strike the thing once, it'll immediately get hostile and get ready to defend itself. So plan accordingly.
Here's my plan. All right, Dirk attacks it.
Okay.
Amazing.
Go ahead and do your surprise action, and everyone else, roll your initiative. So
I was gonna say Nexie would be in these trees, like using
Make sure
Mask
to-
of the Wild to try to obscure herself and hide.
So
Make sure to select your token first.
yeah, so I was about to say, make sure you select your token when you roll initiative. Otherwise, it doesn't take. And the ruling is always, if you roll initiative and you haven't selected your token, I don't take the roll. I only take the roll where your token is selected.
That's not right. I shouldn't be named Joe Crap there. Oh, whatever. Nobody else can see it.
How do I roll?
So in your D&D Beyond, did you install the add-on? Where I think you installed the add-on. Yeah. So make sure you select your token, and then in D&D Beyond, click on Initiative, which is like a little box that's over that.
Oh, whoops.
You're good.
That's not right. I had a 12. You can put me back to 12.
Oh, okay, sure. Do you see initiative on your Oh, there we go. I just saw. Wow, it just popped up. Hal rolled initiative. Do you have your token selected when you're rolling initiative?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Also, did you download? Give me 1 second. Did you download this?
That was weird. I saw the roll in.
And I did too. I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I've never seen before. That's interesting. Make sure you have that installed, Momo, so that way your rolls will go over into roll 20.
Okay.
It's very easy to set up.
All right. Do I roll again?
Yeah, make sure everything's refreshed just so that the add-on's working properly. And then make sure your token is selected in roll 20 when you do your initiative roll. Okay, so
Nice. There you go.
there it is. Yep, we're good. We're good.
All right, I'm gonna roll my surprise attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll at advantage too. So to roll at advantage, you can shift click the weapon roll, and it'll actually roll on advantage in the box.
Neat. All right. I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, that does hit.
And then since that would be a surprise attack, would I get sneak attack on that as well?
Yes, you will.
Is there a way to manually do that, or would I just do roll?
You're gonna have to manually roll it in for now. So you just /roll space 1d6. Perfect. All right, so you do a total of 9 points of damage. And you may also do. Oh wait, that's perfect. Okay, and then you do your 4. Perfect. Yeah. So at that point, the creature will roar up and kind of give like this distorted roar as it's like leaping up at you as the gears and everything's working. Oh boy, it actually goes first in initiative, and the battle will then begin. Waits for it to load. Mile, are you not working? Cool. I love it. This is good. There it is. Okay, perfect.
Nice.
So it will actually rear up and attack you with your with 2 metal claws, dangerously scratching in front of you. How many hit points do you have, Dirk?
34.
Okay, perfect. And the first roll an enemy gives in this campaign, a critical miss. That's either a good sign or a very bad sign. And then it hits with a 24. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Ooh. It'll deal as its metal claws.
How do you handle 1s and 20s?
1s are auto misses, 20s are auto hits.
Okay.
No matter if
no matter how high their AC
correct.
is, a 20 hits. Gotcha.
That's correct. You just find that there. Yeah.
What are the 2 numbers I'm seeing on for attack?
So by default, roll 20 rolls 2 dice. So if I want to do an advantage or a disadvantage roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if I'm just doing a normal attack, I just take the first roll. You can check that off, but when you create so much stuff, I've just gotten done doing that because it just does it by default. Okay, we can wait. 4 points of damage to you, by the way.
Okay. How do I actually affect? Oh, do I just change it in? I see.
Yep, you'll change it in D&D Beyond. And now, it is Eric's turn. Eric, you'll hear a voice over the loudspeaker. And it's the instructor saying, "It's always good to know exactly what you're up against. Use that hunting instinct of you to find out information about your enemy." So, little side rule here in roll 20 or in this D&D game, you all have a hunt skill. This skill effectively functions as a sort of like scan check that you can do for free once per turn to essentially scan the enemy and gain information about it of your choice. Each monster will have specific things that I'll point out to you that I'll be like, would you like to know about these points of interest? Or you can even ask meta knowledge like, hey, what's this creature's hit points? Or what's this creature's armor class? And if you roll high enough, I just give you those answers. Okay, so Eric, what do you do?
His grubby little paws are gonna rip around the flat wood, and he's gonna peek out very horizontally at the monster.
the wood is like, you just kind of hear as like the trees are like buckling a little bit.
Yeah. Does a 9 tell me anything?
A 9 will not tell you anything, unfortunately, about this creature.
Gonna have to get a closer look. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Why is he upside down?
Are you like walking on your hands and you've got like your weapons in your feet?
Just warming up the hands.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna don his twin daggers and he's gonna take a swipe at this thing.
Okay. A 24 will hit. And for 6 points of damage, we'd like to do sneak attack.
Yes.
You deal 1 point of damage.
Do we have offhand as well?
You may use a bonus action to attack with your offhand.
I'm an idiot.
Well, no, yours was a surprise action, so you probably wouldn't have been able to attack with a bonus action.
Oh, that's true, 'cause it's a
specifically.
bonus, that's right, yeah.
Correct.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit. For 7 points of damage. Excellent.
What's the lowest roll we've gotten that's hit?
15, 18. 18 is the lowest roll. So that's what you got so far. All right. Does that end your round, Eric?
That will be all.
Io, it is now your turn.
She'll, how far away is it from me?
It is, if you use the, yep, perfect. It is 40 feet away.
Okay. Hayo will kind of like look down in her tome and just kind of like open it.
Uh-huh.
And out will come a firebolt.
Yeah. So as you open it, you're just kind of like looking at the tome, like, what am I supposed to do with this? And you'll literally hear the
opens it and like closes her eyes and just opens it forward.
Yeah. So as you like close your eyes and open it forward, like nothing's happening, and you're like looking at it, and you'll just hear a voice above that's like, place your hand on the tome. Just put
She does so.
just on the page, and you'll see the firebolt begin to form around your hand. Now point it at your target.
She will point it at them.
And it's
like a bear.
And as you do that, you literally you're like, okay, like this, and your hand will just like, as if like it was a ricochet, it just like launches back as you just see this, as this firebolt goes scorching past Dirk to go and hit the bear. Go ahead and do your attack roll with firebolt. It'll be under the hit/DC. You just press that number. So with a 7, it like shoots past the bear, and you just kind of see this like fake wood just like, and it just like just catches on fire a little bit.
Oh God!
My heavens! I should kind of like keep looking through the book page, like.
Oh God!
How do you control my guys?
Mind the fire. Everything's pretty flammable down there. Don't let the arena kill you. Good luck. Yeah, do you move?
Don't forget to hunt check him.
Oh yeah, you could also do a hunt check if you'd like to learn something about the enemy.
Where do you do that?
It is going to be in your skill section. It'll be at the bottom of the skills. It'll say hunt. If you don't have hunt check for whatever reason, let me know and I'll add it for you.
I don't have it. For whatever reason.
That would be the reason. You do have it, so it's at the bottom. So everything's in alphabetical order, but custom skills go to the bottom of the skills of the box. Do you see it? It's under survival.
So.
Wait, so it's under actions. I'm looking under all, and
it's not actions. Sorry, your skills. So your book. Do you see the your skill section of your character sheet with like acrobatics, arcana, and all that?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then
I
you'll
looked
see.
there, but it was alphabetical except for hunt.
Yeah,
and
yeah. The custom skills go on the bottom. So
okay.
no
Yes.
worries. Yeah, it's
Thank
a learning process. You're welcome. Hayo, what were you about to say?
Miss Adigwen will kind of come up to the tree, and she's just like, she looks at it closer, like uses the book as like a shade from the light, and it's just like, to try to get a better look at what it is.
You begin paging through with an 18. There's some there's some information you could gain. You can learn about its quote unquote flimsy plating. You can learn about its claws. Or you can learn something more meta, like its statistics, like HP or AC or things like that.
I'd like to know about that flimsy-looking metal.
Okay. The plating seems rushed to assemble. Aiming for within the plating, so specifically saying I'm aiming for within the plating, causes Terror Science defenses to buckle. You may now aim for plating support. It'll have a higher armor class than just attacking the creature because it's an aim shot. However, if you deal 25 points of total damage throughout the battle to this, Terror Science AC lowers by 4 and becomes vulnerable to all sources of damage, which means all sources of damage now deal double damage to it.
Ooh.
And that is what you've learned.
It looks like it's a little harshly put together. If you aim for inside of it, you might deal more damage. She starts flipping through the book again.
I knew there was some good information in that book of yours.
She's got her personal book where it has like organic animals, and she's like flip it all the way to the back, like, where the fuck are the metal ones?
Where are the metal creatures?
Looking through for metal creatures.
All right. Well, at the beginning of my turn, I'm going to go ahead and start by doing a hunt scan.
Okay. That works. What would you like to know? You still can learn about its claws, or you can ask something more meta.
Okay, a little bit more meta. How big is the hole?
The hole?
Like that I would shoot through to hit this.
Oh, okay. That's a great question. So naturally, it has an. I will answer it with this. To aim for the flimsy plating, you would be aiming against an armor class of 14.
Neat.
And that is what you've gained from that hunt check.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and move up to over here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take an aim shot specifically at the plate, and let's see if we can get something.
Okay. Yeah. That's a miss. As you literally see it like bounce off the iron side of the creature.
Ah! Bald man was in my way.
Do you do anything else this round? Finish a movement, or are you done?
We're all fighters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we can action surge. Just do it
Do
again.
we have action surge yet?
Yeah,
Yes.
We're level 3.
Pretty sure that's
Level
yeah.
2.
Level 2.
Yep, you get action surge. So just so you all know, as fighters, you do have action surge, which allows you to take an additional action, which could be like an additional attack or whatever. So on your turn, you may take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action.
I'm gonna action surge and do it again.
Okay. Once you use this feature, you must finish a short or long rest. So you can only do it once per hunt, just FYI. That hits. You aim straight forward as you literally, your bolt goes into the metal plating and you just hear it's like crunches there, and you'll just hear, okay, like good hunt and everything, but like be careful with that, okay? It's very expensive. Roll your damage. All right.
4 damage.
So that you deal 4 damage from within the armor plating. This also deals damage to the creature. So aiming for the soft spot, you're chipping away at that, but you're also still dealing damage to the creature.
Question: when I mark a favored target, can I mark specifically the core, or just marking it mark everything about it?
Marking it marks everything about it.
Then I will set it as a marked target.
Okay.
I assume I have to hit first before I can mark it.
Correct. And that now that you've hit it, you have officially marked it.
What does marking it do for us?
I can do an additional 1d.
Oh, it's for you. Okay.
Yeah. So whenever he deals damage, he deals an additional 1d4 for the next minute.
Was it D4? I thought it was D6.
I think it's 1d4, but let me double check. Yeah.
It's 1d4. It's 1d4.
Okay, cool. All right. Dirk.
It's minor hunter's mark.
Back to you.
Scott,
Exactly.
hear me out.
What?
There's a fire right here, and you can shove.
But it's made of metal. It would take a while to heat up and become damaged. It is made of metal, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just looks like it looks like someone just molded full plate into a bear form.
All right. Yeah, if he was like stunned or something, then sure, but it would take a while for him to get like melty.
But what if there's a rider inside?
Oh my god. Then that'd be fucked up during this training exercise to kill him.
You just hear his side.
It's like a brass bull.
No.
All right. First off, I'll do uncheck 18.
What would you like to know? You can learn about its claws or something more meta.
I think I have a good idea of its AC. Let's learn its total health.
Okay. By learning its health, you guys will now gain a hit point bar that you will be able to see, that everyone will be able to see.
Oh, neat.
So,
This isn't true Monster Hunter. You're supposed to just look at it slobbering and whether or not it's hungry and tired.
Wow, that was a good cat impression.
I was like, you tired yourself out by doing that. All right, here we go. Bring.
Ooh, cool.
So you now know.
Nice.
Now you know its hit points, and that will stay on for the entire combat.
Alrighty. In that case, I will. What's it called? I will use Fighting Spirit to give myself advantage.
Okay.
And
And then I'll murder it. So a 9 and a 9, I'm afraid, does not hit the creature.
All right.
Also, just so you know, you can shift click on the hit, and it'll roll 2 dice for you.
I forgot.
No,
you're gonna have to remind me of that probably 7 more times.
I'm perfectly
just
fine
me
reminding
testing
you.
a shift click real fast.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like.
So that's what it looks
cool.
like.
Action surge is not a bonus action. It's just something you do, correct?
Correct. So you can do it once per hunt, and it allows you to take well, also keep in mind, just so you know, you can now spend a bonus action to attack with your offhand. You've only attacked once. So
I use Fighting Spirit. That's a bonus action.
Oh, sorry.
Correct.
I apologize. I didn't mean to correct. I was like,
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
Backseat DMing. All right, no.
Sorry. I tend
yeah,
to,
I will,
in the beginning of games, just be like, just remember, you could do these things. And then after a few sessions, I'm like, you're free. You've never learned
No,
everything.
you are supposed to do that. You're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll action surge and swing again. Damn it! I forgot. I'm just gonna do it twice. I forgot the shift.
Okay.
This is aiming for the plate, by the way.
Okay. And so Fighting Spirit just gives all your attacks
advantage at the end of the turn.
Until the round. Okay. That also gives you a bonus action, so you can attack with your offhand as well. Now that you used an action surge.
Yeah. Let me roll damage first on this.
You also get 5 temp HP.
Yep, I got that already.
You deal 8 points of damage. Would you like to sneak attack on this attack?
Yes, I would, because it's an advantage. Wowie. Oh, also, we have an adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 5
Right.
more.
And then you can
And
do an offhand with the bonus attack.
Yep, you got it. I guess this would still be an advantage. All right, shift. I did it. I'm the best.
Yay, 20. That hits.
All right.
Scored 9 points of damage.
And that is my turn.
All right, Pickles.
After seeing this timid elf girl shoot fire and miss and hit the trees, I just go,
What? You're a genius, timid elf girl! Ah!
and I just scream as I deliberately don't do a hunt check. I'm gonna run straight towards the metal bear with my mace in hand and my shield in front of me, and just bash it.
Okay.
Try to bash it just straight up.
Just straight up hit it. That's a miss. It just
Okay,
goes
great.
dong and like echoes throughout its form as it just looks over and you just hear as it's like roaring over towards you.
Or it just starts going.
I'll action surge. Why not?
Okay.
I'll do it again. All right. And with that, I would also like to use my special maneuver, the trip attack.
Okay.
Which, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to knock the target down. You can add the superior. So this is the bonus damage to the hit.
Right.
If the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, it is knocked prone. So let me just do
Alright.
the damage as well. So yeah.
And what's your DC? Because I rolled an 11.
My DC is 12.
So it will, at that point, you see it just knock over to its side. As it's just, you just hear, as it's like kicking its legs around.
Oh no.
Into the
How
fire,
did that
no?
little thing just do that?
Are you trying to, you're trying to like kick it?
Yeah, like push it in. I guess knock it so that it like
Right.
topples
So
over
as it
into
like
the fire.
topples over to its side, knocked on, you'll just see as it like a little fire just begins to set on it.
And I just give a thumbs up over to Hayo. Good thinking, miss.
She kind of like looks through her book for a second, and just goes, and, like thumbs up at him.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Nexie, it is your turn.
Yeah, I had a question. So the skill choices that we had, including alchemist, chef, scholar, etc. Scholar implies that we get the hunt ability from that. What does that do that's different from everybody's hunt ability?
So, for this fight, this is just kind of giving you guys an example if you all had the Scholar
okay.
Hunt. So normally what Scholar allows you to do is find out more information about the monsters, while the Hunt ability just gives you just meta information.
Right.
So
okay.
this is just more of a tutorial with everyone with the scholar ability
Yes,
currently.
I see.
Oh, cool.
Okay, well, Nexie's hiding in the trees with the Mask of the Wild, so she's gonna hunt.
Okay, and what would you like to know? All that's left to know is meta abilities about this creature.
Yeah, is it gonna be able to get back up?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
It'll be able to stand back up, but it will be slower during that round.
Right. She's gonna shoot from her hiding spot. Shoot her longbow.
Just so you are aware, doing a ranged attack on a prone creature, you will actually attack at a disadvantage.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mhm.
I've never played a fighter before.
Oh,
or
whoops.
a thing with archery.
It's all good. It's all good. If you attack from 5 feet, it becomes an advantage.
In that case, she's gonna stalk out of the trees, scimitars in hand, and she's gonna start swinging.
Okay, you can attack at an advantage.
All right, wait. So if I get to like dual arm mastery, I think, or 2-weapon fighting, so I just shift click it twice.
Yep. Because you can use your bonus action to attack your offhand. So a 16 hits, an 8 does not.
Okay.
So I see the 8 damage. So you dealt.
She's going for the plates.
Oh, she's going for the plates as well. Perfect. So that's
Yes.
still 8 damage. Boop and boop.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So you guys have been pulling an absolute wallop on this creature. So what it's going to do is, as it slowly like crawls up, you'll begin to see smoke just pouring out from the end of it, and it just lets out a horrendous roar as the screeching roar just screams out. The creature becomes enraged.
Uh-oh.
Gaining enraged abilities. And it howls forward over at you, and you'll just hear the voice going, "Uh-oh, it seems you pissed it off. This is when a creature is its most dangerous. You may want to be a little more cautious when fighting it at this point." So, we are going to start with some abilities. At the top of the round, while enraged, this creature will go on a rampage. Terrorsign begins to attack in a rapid flurry. At the end of each hunter's turn, Terrorsign may make a metal claw attack at advantage to a creature within 10 feet of Terrorsign. So, as it just goes into an absolute, just ferocious area. So, just to show you the danger area that if you are in currently, it can make a metal attack against you. So, with that, Eric, it's now your turn. You'll hear a voice that says, "Now, one of the key things about hunting is that you could go ahead and issue commands to your other hunters to get them out of danger a little easier. This bypasses certain abilities that might be really quick and damage some hunters. So, another custom thing that you guys can do is command a hunter. So essentially, as an action, you can literally force someone to take their turn next. So if they're in danger or upcoming dangers about to approach them, you can warn them to get out of the way. And it still counts as part of your round. So this creature is able to attack at the end of every player's round, essentially. You can literally, at that point, chain commands if you want to get people out of the way of things. So Eric, it is now your turn.
Well, I feel like we're all doing just fine, yeah? Should we just keep going on it?
Yeah.
I think we're okay so far.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I just
I will-
imagine that like JoJo gif with them all kicking.
As on the ground.
And he just says, "I'm dangerous now," but we just keep.
Yeah,
kicking.
whatever.
All right.
I'll use my bonus action and I will fighting spirit. So then I will go ahead, use my action to.
You already have advantage.
Not
got up,
anymore.
didn't you?
He got up. So
I didn't know he had his turn. My bad, sir.
yeah.
Then I'm gonna take some swipes at him.
Are you
17
taking a swipe
hits.
at the? Have we broken the inside yet?
Not yet. Are you aiming for the plating or are you aiming for him?
The plating.
Okay.
And then Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Yeah, the AC of the plating is 14.
And then I will sneak attack.
Okay. 6 points of damage. You will see at that point the plating, you'll hear spring just going, boom, boom, and as little parts of him will start popping off of him. His plating is now officially destroyed. Any damage dealt to him is at a vulnerability, and his armor class has dropped, which means any damage you do is now double.
Sick.
Does that end your round?
I will action surge.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and main hand and offhand again.
Okay. 10 hits because of the armor plating
nice.
snaps.
All right.
You will deal 12 points of damage to the creature.
And offhand.
15 hits. 18 points of damage.
Again, you know how I said we just kind of keep kicking.
As you just begin wailing at this creature. All right. Does that end your round?
And this.
Okay.
10, yeah.
A
I just
10 will
want to know
not.
how the.
A 10 will not
Alright.
give you any info. Sorry.
All right. Okay. Then I'll brace for impact.
All right. So at the end of your round, you'll just kind of see this creature like go over and leap over towards your direction with a claw. That's an 8, so that's a miss. Hayo, it is now your turn.
Wait, he attacks at advantage though.
13. Thank you. Sorry. Does a 13 hit you?
17 AC. No.
Yep, you're good.
What the fuck? How?
Medium
Armor
armor
Master.
master.
We went over this.
Hayo, it's now your turn.
All right. She kind of looks through her book again.
Oh Lord, Void, save me.
That's fucked up. And this time she will do Firebolt.
Okay, so you do it again, a little more comfortably this time. Place your hand in like a
She's got
shotgun.
the right page, right paragraph, and she's just like, she uses just one finger. She's like,
That hits. And then you can select Firebolt in roll 20 if you'd like, and it'll roll the damage for you. Or you can press the damage number in there. Perfect. 14 points of damage.
So since it can't reach,
oh my god, I hit it!
will it react anyway?
So it gets to attack whoever's in range. It doesn't have to be the person that's attacking.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was just basically a person who's attacking out of range will still trigger an attack on somebody in range.
Correct, because it always happens at the end of the hunter's round.
Okay, that's useful knowledge for like actual dangerous stuff, but
not the
I'm okay
not the
with
truck
just getting hit.
Hayo, does that end your round?
Yes.
Okay. So at that point, at the end of your round, I'm gonna roll a 1d4. I'm gonna roll 1d4 again. I'm gonna roll 1d4 again. There we go. And Pickles, you'll see the bear just like turn around and just leap at you with the fire.
Oh, okay.
Or with the attack. Does a 13 break your armor class?
It does not.
Okay,
So
then you're good.
While it does this, I'm just like looking at Eric just like stabbing it just through the steel. I'm like, those are some very sharp daggers. Ah! And then just hold my shield up like, not the face!
Scratching at the shield. Yeah, it's fine. Vivi, it's your turn.
Use the turn to steal shit.
Action surge steal.
Bonus action steal. Delayed action steal. Yes.
You're actually doing this. Oh my god!
I used my action to attempt to steal.
Naomi, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception.
Because you're not like actively looking out for someone to
13.
steal. All right, yeah. So you do
Your
not.
sleight of hands have been so good. What
I have a
Plus
+5 to
five.
sleight of hand.
Damn.
You find a bunch of loose paper clips in her pockets.
You find loose paper clips.
You think this bothers me? I consider this a victory.
How many do you take?
How many do you have? Because I'll just roll a random handful.
Well, the thing is that like there's some like caught in the fibers of her pockets and stuff. Like you wouldn't be able to take all of them even if you tried. So just like I don't
Let's
know.
just
roll,
say I
roll
take
a,
like
roll a
4.
d20.
Oh, D20? Okay.
But she's got more than 20 paper clips. If you stretch them out, and
I take 12 paper clips.
I like
pull
to
them-
believe they all belong to Tayrun, don't they?
Yeah. My paper clips. So your hand like goes in and you're just like a suspicious amount of paper clips are found in the pocket. You just go for the paw, you grab as many as you can and you pull that out.
I could have finished off the monster, but instead,
You
steal.
the real victory.
The real victory.
Does
I'm gonna
that end-
assume that uses that's my action.
Yeah.
So then I back out of the danger zone. That's all.
Okay. At the end,
He's a talking cat. He can do whatever he wants. I want to steal.
at the end of Vivi's turn, Nexi, the bear will leap towards you with a 24
it hits.
for 9 points of damage.
All right.
And Dirk, it is now your turn.
Dirk looks at everybody and says, "You want to know why they call me the sword of the morning's blade edgy night?"
Who the hell calls you that?
That's what I thought.
I want to guess.
It's only him that calls himself that.
No, that one person at the tavern did it. Then he just swings mid-sentence.
Were they asking who the hell that is?
A 10 hits because of the plating removal.
Oh, I wanted to guess.
You deal 10 points of damage. And
Do I
you-
get sneak attack?
Yes, you do.
Oh, he did.
For additional 12 points of damage, you just kind of hear him just creak over and then fall at that point, as he has been defeated. And you just-
Hey, nice, good stabbing.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe you finished him off. Sword of the Morning Blades Edgy Night. Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah,
Please
sword
don't
of the morning
encourage him.
blades at your night.
Finally, some
please.
respect. Dirk will like do that thing where like you sexily move your hair back in the wind, but he has no hair. He just does the motion.
Does a hair flip with no... Okay.
She looked at him. Is your scalp itchy or something? I might have an ointment for that.
I pull out a piece of parchment and start to draw poorly this scene with like a crayon.
It's like the airship is like descending down at that point. You look around to realize the fire has been quickly spreading around this tinderbox of an arena. And he's just like, and the airship begins descending down, and you'll at that point see the instructor just be like, all right, you did it, your hunters, get on before the whole place burns down. Oh my, by Io.
I did it.
Jeez, lady. That was pretty cool.
I wonder if it's gonna be expensive for them to rebuild this place.
Very. He'll just say.
Wait, are we in debt now?
He looks around and looks forward and says, yeah, you're in debt now, so you better watch out. And he'll like wave
Man, now I'm in debt to do it.
he wags his finger. As the airship takes off, you all will have successfully completed the basic fundamentals of the hunter test. You will receive your hunter's licenses and will immediately be able to go out and hunt one of 3 creatures that are already available for you out in the wild expanse of Atropa. You have officially become hunters, where the mysteries of Io and Atropa await you. Grab Destiny by the horn, and let's kick some ass. And that's the end of session 0.
Hey.
A lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
Scott, I love what we're doing.
Yeah, I know. I'm really liking the dynamic. It's
Good. That's awesome. Yeah.
I can't believe you stole my paper clips.
My goal is to eventually steal at least something from everyone at least once.
I was
Eventually,
waiting.
I mean everyone.
Happened in like 1 or 2 episodes.
Just
No, I mean
yourself
everyone.
included.
I thought
you don't understand. Everyone.
I thought you were gonna go up to like the loose plating, pick it up, and be like, "Does anyone need this?" No. All right. And then just like
I wouldn't ask. I wouldn't ask.
I know you're right. You're right.
Plus, yeah, I get no satisfaction out of stealing from
That's
that.
just looting.
Yeah, there's a difference. Stealing and looting are 2 entirely different things.
It's not stealing unless somebody involved gets harmed by it.
There you go.